Season 2, Episode 5 of Surreal Estate, titled Art and Science, is really, really interesting. And the reason it's called Art and Science is because two stories are taking place at the same time. Luke Roman goes to a house where a woman's being haunted by certain images because she's a painter and she becomes well known. But the paintings that she does kind of haunt her in a way. And we find out that there was a woman there who was an artist, and she kind of like was very well known. But the woman who lived there had a husband who used to kind of, was kind of this big honcho and kind of used the artwork that she did and kind of like made money off of it. And people forgot about who this artist was, what she did, and basically the entire time, this entity is haunting this woman who lives there. And she's like, why is it happening? What is going on? It's time. Finish her now. And Luke and this woman, Aurora, is trying to piece together what's happening. We find out that the reason that she's being haunted and, with this entity is because there is a picture that's came with the house. And it's about horses and puppies and everything, which the old husband liked. But then behind this kind of painting, there's another painting. It's a self-portrait of the artist, the woman that was the painter and the artist. And it's really, really interesting how everything was done. It was practical effects. It was fun. It was great. Seeing Luke kind of have that one-on-one with this client is really good, trying to get out whatever you see, and then like the face being empty and kind of scary looking, and being possessed by Thomas. It's really, really fun. And then Luke figuring it out, what needs to happen. And there was a scene where she's drawing and she's being possessed, and then Luke is throwing the drawings, the black and white drawings, on the floor, and it comes out to this image of the woman. It's really, really fun. Now the science part of this episode is with Augie. Yes, Augie gets a big prominent episode. He goes to Asdred, where he used to work, evidently, and he kind of meets with Rochelle Parker, one of his former associates, and maybe an ex or a lover. And she says that this thing that he created is calling out and wants Augie. We find out it's an error buster. It's kind of an old computer system that Augie created to talk to the other side, to know what was happening in the world, what happens after death, and what goes on. And then Augie, kind of in a Johnny Mnemonic kind of way, puts on these, glasses with a kind of visor on him and sees everything happening. Like, it just, the information that he gets is absolutely crazy and insane. And then Rochelle's like, what did you see? He's like, I saw nothing. But then I saw everything. The cosmos, Orion, the Ouroboros. Like, what can happen? What is this? What is that? We should enjoy life as we have it. What's the ends to means? And, like, what can really, really happen? And you can see Augie's eyes just, like, being fascinated with what it is. And seeing Augie have a prominent role in this episode was really good, because I absolutely love his character. It's just, he's laid back, but he's very precise and pristine with things. Very, very smart character, and he knows what he's doing. I like the art and the science that was mixed together with two stories going on at the same time. And you can see in the beginning of this episode, Luke was kind of all over the place because Zoe's now an agent, and she's doing her thing while he's out. And then you see the mail piling up at the front desk, and Luke's like, oh my God. And all of a sudden, at the end, we see that Susan gave in her resignation letter to Luke. And it's like, wait a minute, that's not right. We see the house has taken over kind of Susan in a way by kind of texting messages out to people, emails, and forwarding them to the other workers that are at the Roman agency, and then like kind of taking control of her life. Well, the thing is, like, where is Susan? What happened to her? Why is the house doing this? It's a fun, fun episode that I loved. It was written really well. The dynamic of having two stories going on at the same time is really good. And kind of not connecting together was also good, because when you have two stories going on, sometimes in the end they connect together. But in this, they didn't, and it was really, really fun and interesting. I loved it. I absolutely love this season. Don't know how many episodes this season is, but I'm curious to find out. Let me know in the comment section below what you thought about episode 5, season 2 of Surreal Estate, titled Art and Science. Did you like it? Did you not like it? What did you think of it? What was your favorite story in this? Did you like the art part with Luke, and or was more of your taste the Augie part with the science and the backing and how he used an error buster and what the actual explanation is of what he is and what he used it for? And do you think that it's going to come up again later on? And what do you think, and where do you think Susan is in all these episodes? And do you think she's going to pop up? And do you think Luke will gain his powers back that he lost in season 1? Let me know in the comment section below about all the questions I just asked. And be sure you click that subscribe button and hit that notification bell for new review videos on my channel. I will see you all in the next review video. I'm Mr. Filmstock, and thank you so much for tuning in. And be sure you tune in next week to my episode 6 season 2 review of Surreal Estate.